Hello everybody, how are we doing today? It's Danny Harris here at Explosive Golf Marketing. A very quick video for you that has just sort of dawned on me, and it's something you can learn, and it's just an easy way for me to explain something to you that will really help you drive and grow your golf sales. You see, this week I have decided, now that we are, where are we now looking at that? We are on the 17th of July, so we're halfway through the summer virtually, and I've decided it's about time I get in trim a bit and get my beach body going. So today is the first day of me going on a bit of a health kick. And when I started this health kick, or when I decided I would start this health kick, first thing I could do, there were lots of options for me as in ways of getting fit. Obviously, there are a number of sort of sports you can do. You can go to the gym, you can run, you can cycle, endless sort of options. And it was just sort of down to me to pick one. And then the process of getting or losing weight, certainly, is a very simple one. There's an amount of calories you put in life, and there are an amount of calories you burn out. Whichever one is the bigger number, once you've removed one from the other, you're either going to lose weight or put on weight. So my kind of simple process this week is to keep track of things and see how calorie deficient, I think would be the term, I can become, and therefore how much weight I lose over the next little while. So the basic premise for me is I go do some kind of exercise every day, I eat healthily, and at the end of the week I weigh myself, and therefore I should get my result, and hopefully if all goes to plan I will have lost some weight and got a bit fitter. Obviously there are other ways you can test yourself, you can measure yourself and whatever else, but for easy numbers we're just going to say I'm just going to weigh myself and see where we are. Now this applies to your golf business. How? Well, it's very much like your marketing. You see, like there are lots of ways that I could get fit or stronger or whatever, there are a number of ways you can market your golf business, whether you're a coach or a golf club looking for members or corporate days or whatever it happens to be. There are a number of options for you. You can put ads in newspapers, magazines, you can do Facebook ads, you can do Google ads, you can put out leaflets, you can put out posts, there are endless options. But very much like the fitness situation with me, some of these options you might not quite understand how to do, how to utilise, or you might not even be that comfortable using them. You know they would work, but you're not quite sure what to do. For example, I don't know, if someone asked me to go rock climbing, for example, I wouldn't have the first clue where to start. Obviously with the internet you could pretty quickly find out how to sort out a rock climbing day or whatever, but that's just a strange example for you. But there are a number of ways you can utilize marketing practices to grow your sales, and once you've understood what they are, then you've just got to really do them and put them into place to the best way possible. You see, there's no point in sort of going into a gym and not doing any exercise. There's no point going and riding a bike and riding it very, very slowly at a very comfortable pace. You really need to push yourself a bit and learn how to do these things properly to get the maximum effect out of them. But here's the key thing. You see, at the end of my first week of being on a diet, so next Tuesday, I am going to weigh myself, and I will get an exact result of how productive my week has been, or whether I've actually managed to lose some weight. So is what I'm doing working or not? And this is a place where so many people in the golf industry let themselves down. Is you can put an advert in a magazine, you can put a newspaper article, you can do all of these different things, but you've got to know how much return you got for your investment. Now, for example, if you put a magazine article out, did that magazine article generate some revenue for you? If so, exactly how much did it get you? So let's say, for example, I don't know, it cost you a few £100 to put an advert in a magazine. Well, how many pounds did you get back? Therefore, is it worth repeating that action? And sometimes it will be, sometimes it won't be, but you're never going to know unless you manage to track what you've done and track the results. You see, there are a number of ways you can do this. A couple of very, very simple ones. You can use telephone tracking numbers. Now, people are a little bit obsessed sometimes with their phone number, and everybody knows the club phone numbers. Well, they don't. Nobody knows any phone numbers anymore. So what you do is you buy telephone tracking numbers. They cost pennies, literally £1 a month or something like that. And each bit of advertising you put out, you put a different phone number on it. So you put one on your website, one on your Facebook page, one on a poster, one on a magazine article, whatever it happens to be. Then at the end of the week, you can track and you can go into this place where you get the tracking numbers. You can track how many phone calls did that thing generate. So today this week we've had 100 phone calls, 50 of them came from a Facebook advert, 10 of them came from a newspaper advert, none came from a magazine. So there we go. You know, it clearly shows stop doing the thing that's not working and start doing more of the thing that is working. So you could use tracking numbers, you can use promotion codes. So if you've got an offer, a 4-ball for the price of a 3-ball or something like that, you can book it, but when you phone, you have to use the discount code July 18, whatever it happens to be. You'll see these things all over the place. Every shop uses them and so on. The only reason those codes are in place is they're checking and tracking how successful each promotion is. So there's two options. You can use to tracking numbers, you can use promo codes. Another great one is if you can add a specific, what we call a landing page to your website. So it's a page where the link, if you put a link somewhere and say, click this link to take this offer, you just set up a brand new page on your on your website that only people that click that link will get to. Therefore, you use your Google Analytics. That's a whole other story, but it's very, very easy to use and it's totally free. Set up Google Analytics and you can check how many people are actually landing on that page. If the only way they could have got there is via that advert, it makes total sense that you should track this stuff, and therefore you know for every bit of money you've spent you're going to get X amount, or you've got X amount of money back, and you can track whether your campaigns are successful or not, and that way you're not just chucking money at the wall and hoping some of it sticks. I hope that makes sense. I am slightly sore muscled and I'm going to be going and having a salad for my lunch, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye bye for now.